of the nation. Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way. Are you stuck in Jalingo?
Good afternoon and welcome to Some TV World News. I'm Teresa Ayuba. As the world watches for next frontal of growth, we say look to Taraba State, Nigeria, a land rich in resource, ripe with opportunities, and ready for bold investment. Here are the major headlines. Thai People's Party yet decides on next government backing. Taiwan flags hug huge curse of Chinese military parade in growing war of words. Protesters in Senegal demand justice for 2021 unrest killing. And now the news in details. Thailand's opposition People's Party is still undecided on which camp to support in forming a new coalition government. The party, which controls nearly a third of House seats, held a meeting on Monday to discuss the issue and will reconvene on Tuesday. Spokesperson Parit Wacharasadu stated that the party prefer an early dissolution of parliament and a new election. The People's Party has emerged as a potential kingmaker with two rival groups vying for its support. PO Thai Party and Pujata have both reached out to People's Party, with Pujata's leaders Anutin claiming to have agreed to the party's condition. PO Thai Party also met with the People's Party leadership on Sunday, leaving the discussion unlimited to the People's Party. The party's decision will significantly impact Thailand's political landscape, with potential implication for the country's economic and social stability. Macro Pumari, the former leader of Bolivar's Civic Committee of Potosi, has been released from prison and ordered a house arrest after nearly 4 years in detention without a trial. Pumari was accused of terrorism for his alleged role in Bolivia's 2019 political crisis, which led to the resignation of then-President Evo Morales, aimed allegation of electoral fraud. The region where Pumari holds significant influence is home to the world's largest lithium reserve. Pumari's release comes after Bolivar's Supreme Court ordered a review of his potential detention. Upon his release, Pumari stated, "I'm not leaving defeated but victorious." His case is part of the broader trend of opposition leaders being released from prison, including Luis Fernando Camacho, the governor of Santa Cruz, who was also granted house arrest. The release is seen as a significant shift in Bolivia's political, with the opposition gaining power after recent election. The Human Rights Foundation hailed Camacho's release after a major step forward, while also emphasizing the need of ongoing vigilance to ensure Bolivia's transition to democracy does not backslide. The European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen's plane experienced GPS jamming while en route to Bulgaria on Sunday. The aircraft landing safely despite the incident. Bulgarian authorities suspect Russian interference. According to the EU spokesperson, the incident occurred during von der Leyen's 4-day tour in EU member state bordering Russia. We have received information from the Bulgarian authorities that the suspect that this was due to blatant interference by Russia, the EU spokesperson said. The EU has expressed its commitment to ramping up defense capabilities and support for Ukraine in light of this incident. Taiwan has criticized China for spending an estimated $5 billion on a military parade to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. This amount is equivalent to 2% of Chinese entire defense budget, which is around $249 billion for 2025. Shen Yao-chung, a deputy minister at Taiwan's Mainland Affairs Council, questioned the necessity of such a large expenditure while China faces internal economic and social issues. The military parade scheduled for September 3, 2025 in Tiananmen Square, Beijing, will feature advanced weaponry, including unnamed intelligence system, underwater warfare, cyber and electronic warfare forces, and hypersonic weapons. President Xi Jinping will oversee the event, and Russian President Vladimir Putin is expected to attend. The event has sparked a battle of narratives between Beijing and Taipei, with Taiwan's government arguing that China's Communist Party is falsely claiming credit for leading the figure against Japan. The Kuomintang KMT, Taiwan's largest opposition party, also emphasized the Republic of China's leadership role in the war. North Korea leader Kim Jong-un has left Pyongyang by training to attend a military parade in China, making his first major multilateral diplomatic event. The reclusion leader is expected to arrive in Beijing on Tuesday and attend the parade on Wednesday, which commemorates the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. Kim Jong-un's visit to China is seen as a strategic move to strengthen his position and bolster relationship with Beijing. Kim Jong-un is traveling by armored train, a moving fortress, which travel at 60 km/h and takes around 20 hours for reaching Beijing. The military parade will feature leaders from 26 countries, including Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Kim Jong-un may hold separate talks with Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin on the sidelines of the event, potentially deepening the divide with the bloc consisting of South Korea, Japan, and United States. The parade showcases China's latest military technology and serves as a platform for China to demonstrate its rising influence in the region. The visit highlights the strengthening ties between China and North Korea, with China being North Korea's most important ally and primary trade partner, accounting for about 97.98% of North Korean external trade. Experts believe Kim Jong-un's attendance at the parade is diplomatic coup for Beijing, signaling China's enduring influence over its reclusive neighbor. South Korea and the U.S. had major disagreements over the details of a $350 billion fund agreed upon as part of the trade deal ahead of an August 25th summit between U.S. President Donald Trump and South Korean President Lee Jae-myung. The two sides differed over the structure of the fund, with South Korea proposing that direct investment account for a small portion of the investment, which will largely consist of loans and guarantees. Presidential Policy Advisor Kim Yong-bom described a 2-hour conference call between Korea officials and U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick as acrimonious, stating that they were tense moments like yelling. Despite the disagreement, Kim said the summit was successful in building personal relationship and trust between the two leaders. The trade negotiations between the U.S. and South Korea are part of the broader effort to renegotiate trade agreements under the Trump administration. The U.S. has been pushing for greater concession from South Korea, including increased purchase of U.S. LNG and greater investment in the U.S. The talk reflects the complexity of international trade agreements and the challenges of balancing competing interests between nations. Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan has told Russian President Vladimir Putin that Ankara is working towards a fair and lasting peace in Ukraine. The statement was made during a meeting between the two leaders on the sideline of Shanghai Cooperation Organization CSO Summit in China. Erdogan emphasized that talks between the parties in Istanbul are contributing to peace efforts. The meeting between Erdogan and Putin also discussed bilateral ties, peace efforts between Azerbaijan and Armenia, Israel's attack on Gaza, and development in Syria. Turkey has maintained a delicate balance in its relation with both Russia and Ukraine, providing military support to Ukraine while keeping economic ties with Russia. Turkey's strategic location controlling the Bosphorus Strait has given a significant leverage in the conflict. Ankara has also the threat to military vessels, lamenting Russia's ability to reinforce its Black Sea fleet. Despite Western pressure, Turkey has refused to impose sanctions on Russia, opting instead of policy of strategic autonomy within NATO. Erdogan's efforts have earned him praise from both Russia and Ukraine, with some side appreciating Turkey's role in facilitating talks and providing support. The Turkish president's stance has also boosted his domestic popularity with many. Turks views him as a key player in regional diplomacy. A helicopter carrying 8 people, including 2 crew members and 6 passengers, has gone missing in Indonesia, South Borneo province. The incident occurred near the Mantawi area, and a search operation is currently underway, led by the local rescue agency, disaster mitigation agency, and police forces. Epoto Sudarian, head of the rescue agency, stated that the search will last for 7 days, and authorities are using both land and air resources to locate the missing helicopter. The helicopter, owned by Estendo Air, lost contact shortly after takeoff from Kota Baru District Airport in South Kalimantan. We're taking a brief commercial break. When we return, world news continue.
At night, need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds, safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Welcome back. The United Nations Security Council is considering a draft resolution to bolster and expand a struggling international force fighting armed gang in Haiti. The proposal aims to transition the existing multinational security support mission into a new force called the Gang Suppression Force, led by a standing group of representatives from contributing countries, plus the US and Canada. The new mission will be supported by the new UN field office in Port-au-Prince and will authorize a development of up to 5,500 personnel. Armed gangs have been taking control of almost all of the Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, in an extended conflict that has forced 1.3 million people from their homes, killed thousands, and fueled famine-level hunger. Some Haitian analysts have criticized the lack of clear source of funding and duplication of existing structure, while others have expressed concern about the leadership structure and coordination with local forces. The existing mission led by Kenya Police has fewer than 1,000 personnel deployed in Haiti, and its 12-month mandate is set to expire on October 2nd. The new proposal will need to address concern about funding, leadership, and coordination to an effective in tackling the gang violence. Kenya authorities have extorted 32 bodies in the past week in the village of Kwabenzaro, located in Kalafi country. The bodies are believed to be linked to a Christian sect blamed for the death of over 400 people in the nearby Shakahola forest in 2023. The sect leader Paul Mackenzie faces charges of murder and terrorism after allegedly ordering his followers to starve themselves and their children to reach heaven before the world ended. Such operations are ongoing with workers in hazmat suits combining through the dense thickets in the remote. 11 suspects have been arrested in connection with the case. Human rights activist Hussein Khalid has criticized the government response, saying the latest deaths show the failure of a top-down security-centric approach that has eschewed engagement with local communities, relatives of the people who joined Mackenzie's cult are awaiting for DNA tests to determine if their loved ones are among the dead. Some families have already lost loved ones in the Shekola tragedy and are now fearing the worst for those who may have relocated to Kwabazaro and And that's it on Some TV World News. As the world advances, don't just watch for afar. Come invest in Taraba State, where potential meets promises and the future is waiting to be built with you. I'm Teresa Ayuba. Have a wonderful day.